Liberator of,
A month has passed.
Dana.
For the time being, we decided to stay put in Ganeth Haros. Even with their lord toppled, we had a long way to go before the people of Pelegion would be liberated in their hearts and minds. Lenegis hung ominously over our heads. We knew we'd need to deal with it sooner or later. We still had so many questions. The two sovereigns, the Red Woman and the Renis Alma, the present and the past of 300 years ago. Not to mention what happened to Volron's body after his defeat. Still, we were determined to keep fighting. I had my hands full taking care of everything. But in some ways, I was kind of grateful to be so busy.
Are you all right? You looked like you were spacing out there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. You need something?
It's about that citizen's petition. I was coming to talk to you about it.
If I'm being honest, I think the problems of this realm's Dahnans hit close to home for me.
Oh?
You saw how things were in Menancia. We might have put way too much faith in Dohalim, but at least we could still think independently.
The people of this realm weren't even afforded that much basic dignity.
I don't know what kind of future the people here are going to ultimately choose. But whatever it is they decide, I want to help do my part so they can make that decision of their own free will.
You mean like how the Dahnans and Renans of Menancia chose to remain committed to coexistence? It'd be nice if this was a step towards that dream.
That's another issue altogether. At the very least, I want to believe all our hard work will pay off in the end.
Yeah. I guess we can only focus on what we can do right now and take it from there.
I'm going to go on ahead. Would you mind talking to Shionne for me?
About what?
Once you're ready, we'll meet up at the castle entrance like usual. We can talk more there.
Right. Got it.
I didn't see what the name was. The name was Hour of a Sovereign. Idealist for Kisara. Max AG, okay. That. Oh, right here. What was I working on? Don't have anything I was working on. Okay. Vacuum blades. Time to sit down. Easy overlimit seems like easy choice. Ooh, attack plus 50. Let's go. Right, we'll work on this because it's more expensive. Hashimi. I don't know if I have that. Well, let's just start clearing out stuff for her.
Shionne's been hanging out in the observatory a lot lately. Let's see if she's up there.
I mean, I definitely need to save. I'll do is fade to black. I don't think I'm going to use that mark. I think I'm going to use the fade to black from earlier. After the whole little anime cutscene thing. Now you give me fast travel. That loops.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renis Alma. Right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegis. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are you...
Don't. It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Kisara said she wanted everyone to meet at the castle entrance.
We'll probably fast travel over there. Let's see real quick. Does this say like chapter 2 or something? Oh. Aha! Ina Puju.
Hey, Shionne.
Don't!
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really. okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay?
This castle is still mega cool. The town is mega cool, the castle's mega cool. Everything is just mega cool. Obligatory the bomb diggity. Also, there's no way that he destroyed the Renis Alma. No way. Not a chance. Oh, you can't even fast travel if you wanted to. I also feel like this fight right here was way harder than the other fight. Or the fight with Volgris or whatever his name is. I'm forgetting people's names so quickly.
We're so high up.
It's interesting. That's back to being there. We want to go this way. Also, I believe it said a month time skip. Interesting, interesting. So what's going to happen to make us go to Lenegis, or whatever it's called? What's going to be the pull? Things appear to be working, I guess. Lemon jelly. Look at this castle, man. Colors are great. Architecture is great.
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one, then.
We better get a move on or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renins on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final master core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Or at any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
It's always funny when they do a time skip and then they have conversations that they would have had you not time skipped after the time skip. We all know y'all talked about that way earlier. Just have the conversations, then do a time skip. It's that simple. And it's probably better from a narrative standpoint too. Why they won't let me well, I wonder why they didn't let me fast travel.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
All right, then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that, but it's still irritating to deal with.
Alright. Now that we have everybody, see where we're at. Let's just finish that one. Okay, KO prevention is Vandaba. And grab that. I can now fast travel. There are side quests galore.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelegion, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate? Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Dahnans. Without them, making Pelegion half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelegion are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
Out of curiosity, cannot fast travel anywhere else.
Are we really gonna search through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Yeah, you've got a point. But
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
Think for yourself, this is gonna take a million years. This castle's gargantuan. absolutely gargantuan.
Very well.
All right, you're clear. You can leave.
Well,
Somehow I'm both surprised and not surprised to see them here.
Hey,
Well, you're the guys hoarding all the rations.
Pardon me.
What are you doing? Get back to your position. Excuse me? I'll only say it one more time. Get back to your position. What is this guy's deal? Any slaves who disobey orders must be put to death. So says Lord Volran.
What the hell? Do these guys not realize who we are?
doesn't seem that way. I almost think we're just damaged from the town.
whatever's going on, these are Volrun soldiers. Watch yourselves.
Art expert, coming through!
Here I come! Rising Warrior! You're mine!
Down on the ground! Leave the enemy's arch!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
How do I use the other one?
Rising Warrior! Here I come! Take this!
I'll be saving you! I'm out of ammo!
Thanks!
Raging storm!
Swallowblade! Rising Wiper! Enough done! I'm ready! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
It wasn't a Danan, a Danon stockpiling the rations. It was some of Volran's soldiers hiding out inside his castle.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure whether to be relieved or freaked out about it.
Hey,
What are you guys trying to accomplish? Are you out to get vengeance for Volran? What's going on here? Something's weird about all this. Are you men aware that Lord Volran is no longer around?
You don't say.
Soldiers seem to think only for the orders that were given to them. Their mind is completely blank otherwise, just like the Danons here. Looking back on it, I did feel like those soldiers we fought here before were mindless. That's true, and they haven't been hiding out. And they haven't been hiding out here. They've just been going about their business as usual. I guess so. Everyone here was Volran's slave, both Danons and Renans alike. That's the kind of realm he was running.
Well...
But that doesn't explain why why all heck didn't break loose with these guys once Volran was gone, like we've seen elsewhere. A month has passed since Volran vanished. It's entirely possible things may be starting to crumble at the fringes. But the fact that they haven't, to any degree, has allowed the soldiers to carry on as though it were business as usual. Whatever the reason, we can't just let these guys keep walking around. We should bring them into the barracks for the time being. I agree, but I don't know if they're going to come quietly. Ahem. Listen to me carefully, men. I'm Lord Dohalim il-Karas. I have an order for you. Lord Dohalim, but sir, we serve...
Well?
Lord Volran has left this realm and is no longer its ruler. Therefore, in accordance to the Renan law, you all must pledge your allegiance to me.
How?
So you expect us to serve you now, my lord? If you respect Renan rule of law, then yes. That is precisely correct. Of course, we shall follow your orders, Lord Dohalim.
Oh, wow!
Holy crap, I can't believe that worked.
So then,
It should suffice for the time being. Let's bring these men into the barracks and then speak with Gagne once more.
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
actually, they were abiding Renan hierarchy. Not me personally.
well, either way, it solved the problem, and that's what counts.
Will I ever press the right button? I actually wanted to read that. Let's see.
I sure wish we could go on vacation.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt for us to unwind a little for once.
Not like we've got the gall to spare for it.
The woes of an SSD. Sometimes you want to actually look at the loading screen information and you just can't. I don't know if I marked for 2 hours or not. We're just gonna hope that I did. If I didn't,